Kolkata tragedy has shattered the hearts of young India, but it has not crushed their spirit. After days of relentless protests, political maneuvering and investigations, the victim's father has finally spoken out. He's anguished and bewildered as he questions why no one came to look for his daughter during her 7-hour shift. He casts a harsh light on the hospital and the entire system. Listen into that reaction and then I'll go across to my colleague Shreya Mondal.
सुबह में मेरा लड़की ड्यूटी में था, 8:10 से घर से निकले। उसको ओपीडी था हॉस्पिटल में, ओपीडी करके रात डाउन देना पड़ता है। वो 5-6 बज जाता है काम करने के लिए। 5 बजे माँ के साथ बात हुआ था, फिर 11:15 का टाइम में भी माँ से बात हुआ था। वो बोला जी हम लोगों का 4 आदमी का खाना आया है, हम लोग खाना खा रहा है, आप लोग खाना खा के सो जाइए। तो ऐसे ही बात होता था। सुबह में हम घर में नहीं था, हम काम में था। लड़की मेरा माँ को उठकर माँ को फोन किया था। माँ बार-बार फोन कर रहे थे, फोन रिंग हो रहा था, लेकिन कोई उस टाइम तो मेरा लड़की गुजर ही गया है। हमको सबसे दिक्कत का प्रश्न यह है कि रात 3 बजे से सुबह 10 बजे तक किसी का जो ऑन ड्यूटी डॉक्टर है उसका किसी को जरूरत नहीं पड़ा। यही एक हमारा सस्टेन आ गया पूरा डिपार्टमेंट। इसलिए डिपार्टमेंट को हम बोला है, डिपार्टमेंट पूरा सस्पेक्ट में है। हम क्या बोला, 7 घंटे से लड़की का जो ऑन ड्यूटी ऑन कॉल में डॉक्टर है, उसको 7 घंटा में किसी का जरूरत नहीं पड़ा। कभी कभी दिन में ऐसा होता है उसको खाने का टाइम नहीं मिलता है। रास्ते में जितना आदमी है वो मेरा लड़का लड़की समान है। हमको लगता है वो मेरा लड़का लड़की बन गया। अभी हमारा एक लड़की चला गया, इतना करोड़ लड़का लड़की मेरा साथ आ गया। यही मैं उसने मेरा हिम्मत बहुत बढ़ा दिया।
Now, taking that point across to my colleague Shreya Mondal, who has been reporting from Ground Zero as far as this is concerned. Shreya, as we just heard, the victim's father, of course, completely anguished and bewildered, questioning a lot of things essentially, but also the investigation picking up pace. Tell us the latest.
Well, of course, we see that the investigation is now picking up space. Remember, the Calcutta High Court have intervened. They have transferred the entire case from that of the Kolkata police to that of the CBI. Now, Kolkata police so far arrested Sanjay Roy, the civic volunteer. Now, CBI, they are grilling Sandeep Ghosh, who is the former principal of Arjikar Medical College and Hospital. Remember, he was the acting principal when the gruesome rape and murder happened here. This is the emergency building. Remember, just in the 4th floor of this emergency building, the incident has happened. Now, what we are picking up from sources, Sandeep Ghosh was grilled by the CBI yesterday. Remember, he was taken in for questioning by the CBI yesterday. He left late at night, what our sources are telling us, and he has been summoned once again today for questioning. Now, this was one of the major demand of the students who were sitting in Dharna right outside, inside the main gate of Arjikar Medical College and Hospital. They were saying from day one to hold the authority responsible. They were asking questions. They were putting question mark on this role of the principal. They were demanding him to be questioned. Now, CBI have also started grilling Sandeep Ghosh. We will have to see how the inquiry moves forward. But as far as the victim's parents is concerned, they are hoping for justice at this point in time.
Right, Shreya, thank you very much for getting us those details as to what we're essentially picking up as far as the investigation is concerned. But let's also quickly listen into that reaction of the cop as far as those allegations of gang rape that is now dismissed, and also with the fact that the violence that took place after this incident.
Somebody said that police is the one who, informed the family about the suicide. That's absolutely wrong. It was never the police. Somebody said 150 grams of semen has been found. I don't know from where have they found this kind of information. There was spontaneous, huge gatherings at large number of places. Even we had made arrangements for maintaining law and order and ensure the safety and security of women. And of course, we have the instructions given to all the people that they have to deal with the situation with extreme care. Of course, when these spontaneous crowds come, it's very, very difficult because there are no specific leader for these crowds. So expecting that how many people turn up at which place is extremely difficult. If you look at it, that we should have anticipated there are 5,000 people, 10,000 people here. If you say that it is failure of assessment, yes, you can call it. It is a failure of assessment. That 10,000 people will turn up here and they would vandalize the entire place. This entire protest was supposed to have been a very peaceful protest. That is what is my understanding. That is what I understand from people who must have given the call.
Well, the anger against the gruesome rape and murder of a 31-year-old doctor and the mob violence which disrupted peaceful midnight protests in Kolkata only clearly continues to grow. Let's tell you that the Indian Medical Association is on a 24-hour nationwide strike with withdrawal of all services across the country. In fact, I'll have all my colleagues join us on the broadcast from various parts of the country. But let me first begin by going across to Nikhil, my colleague joining us from the national capital. Nikhil, you yourself have been on ground zero talking to various doctors when these protests have been continuing for the past couple of days. But with the impact now would probably be a lot more considering what the IMA has stated. Just to give us a quick sense of what's happening on ground zero, tell us more.
So Nivedana, there is clearly some problem with the audio, but we are going to show you the visuals and the ground reality in the very first place. Currently, we are reporting from the Safdarjung Hospital, which is one of the prominent central government healthcare facility. And today, as per the call which was given by the IMA, the suspension of the OPD services are currently being observed at the Safdarjung Hospital as well. My camera person, Vijay Gaurav, is showing you the visuals not just from outside but from inside the OPD department as well, where you can see hundreds of the patients can be seen standing in line, can be seen standing in queue, and this is how they are facing the brunt. Because on one side the doctors have been protesting. Yesterday we had seen that how for the very first time doctors were seen on the streets, on the roads in the capital city, and now the suspension of the OPD services are something which is currently being observed in all parts of the country, including with that of the Safdarjung Hospital and other prominent hospitals of the capital city as well. In fact, Sir Ganga Ram Hospital, which is one of the private facility, those facilities, similar facilities are also facing the similar problem. So this is something which is currently being observed, and this is how the problem is being faced by the patients as well and the doctors as well. So we will try to speak to some of the people who have gathered here, and let's take a quick view as to how exactly they are facing the problem. Sir, आपको पता है डॉक्टर्स की हड़ताल है, परेशानी हो रही है, क्या कुछ हेल्प मिल पा रही है आपको?
ना हेल्प का इनको भी चाहिए, हम ऐसे बैठे, देखो सारा बैग नहीं बैठा है, सारा दे के बिठाया हुआ है।
व्हील चेयर चाहिए और यहाँ सुनवाई नहीं हो रही, व्हील चेयर भी नहीं मिल रही।
पर्ची नहीं बन जाएगी, व्हील चेयर नहीं मिलेगी।
और ये पूरा इसलिए ही हो रहा है क्योंकि डॉक्टर्स की हड़ताल हो रही है. सो सी दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम व्हिच इज करेंटली बीइंग ऑब्जर्व्ड एंड दिस इज हाउ द पीपल हैव बीन वेटिंग हियर. दे आर सिटिंग राइट आउटसाइड द ओपीडी सर्विसेज. ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड यू कैन ऑल्सो सी दैट टू कीप अ चेक ऑन द ओवरऑल लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सिचुएशन. The paramilitary forces can also be seen here, including that of the women personals. They can also be seen guarding the entire hospital. So this is how the problems are being faced by the locals here. And as per the IMA order, this is the request which has been raised by IMA to all the doctors who practice the modern medicine, be it in the private facility or the public facility, that they have to observe the suspension of the services. Although some kind of relief has been given to the elective surgeries, those surgeries, some kind of relief has been given to emergency ward and the casualty ward as well. They are going to operate likewise, but there are other services which are going to be impacted, be it OPD or the elective
Nikhil,
surgeries.
as you get things into context as to what we're seeing on ground zero and how this is impacting, of course, citizens, I'm going to have to cut you short there because we're also going to get a word from Varshini Ramu joining us from Chennai. Varshini, good morning. We know what's happening in the national capital as far as the call by IMA, and that's essentially giving a huge kind of a setback for patients. But having said that, we know why this call has been done in the context of them asking for better safety at workplaces. Having said that, what's happening as to where you're reporting from?
Absolutely, yes, Nivedana. Like you said, this call for protest, a nationwide protest by the Indian Medical Association, has been resonating in every city, every state. Likewise, in Chennai, we are at the Rajiv Gandhi Government General Hospital right now. And like you can see, the resident doctors of not just Rajiv Gandhi Hospital, but also the other hospitals that come under the Madras Medical College have gathered here together in solidarity and conducting a peaceful protest against the brutal rape and murder of the 31-year-old doctor in Bengal. And they're also demanding for justice. They're also demanding for safety and security for the doctors in hospitals. And let's try and get in a quick word from one of the doctors here. So you've all gathered here, and you've been continuously conducting protests over the last week. And this is, of course, in solidarity with this, the brutal murder that has happened. So what exactly are you doing today? And if you're, suspending OPD and stuff, so how is it going to work in the hospital?
Yeah. As we all know, there is a brutal incident that has happened in RG Kar Medical College, Kolkata. A female doctor, a female postgraduate, has been brutally raped and murdered and was put in the seminar hall by some people. But this news has reached only to few people only. Not everyone are voicing out. Only doctors are voicing out for this incident that shook us. This incident nearly shook us. We couldn't sleep at all. We couldn't go to our duties. We couldn't think that we have adequate security in our hospitals at all. So what is the basic aim of this protest is that the security all over the India for the doctors should be strengthened. Acts and rules and regulations should be framed in such a way that doctors can do their duty peacefully. Protection against doctors has to be strengthened in all the hospitals. Wherever necessary, CCTV cameras has to be placed. Adequate duty rooms and adequate has to be provided, and proper security has to be provided to all the duty doctors who are working throughout 24/7 in all the government hospitals. That is the main aim of this protest.
All right, thank you so much. Like you see, this is a lot of question, a lot of talk about if there is really proper safety and security and regulations put in place in hospitals for these doctors. But the larger topic here is not just about doctors, particularly female doctors and women in general of this kind of a safety is what question right here. So like you can say, like every other state, there's massive protest in Chennai also, and the doctors of all colleges, all hospitals are coming together in solidarity, and they are trying to voice out and stand for their medical community.